Mm. Yeah. Girl, why we stay awake till 4 in the morning, talking about everything except what we felt. Every goodbye had another conversation. Every doorway turned into one more minute. Every laugh felt a little too personal, and every silence said more than words could tell. You knew my coffee order before I said it. I knew when something heavy was on your mind. People kept asking if we were together. We just smiled and changed the subject every time. Looking back now, it's almost funny how two hearts could hide in plain sight. Tell me why your name felt different from the rest. Tell me why your touch always stayed in my chest. We were never just friends, never that simple, never that easy. Something in your eyes kept pulling me closer. Something in my soul already believed we were never just friends, even when we tried to call it something else. Baby, every road led back to us before we ever knew it ourselves. Ooh. On those rainy evenings, the way you laughed when I tried too hard, the way you understood what I wasn't saying, like you could hear my hidden heart. Nobody ever knew me like you did. Nobody ever got that far. Maybe love was waiting patiently, sitting quietly beside our names. Maybe destiny got tired of watching and finally stepped into the frame. Maybe what we call friendship was love wearing a safer name. Tell me why your smile still lives inside my head. Tell me why my heart still remembers what we never said. Never just friends, never that simple, never that easy. Something in your eyes pulling me closer. Something in my soul already believed we were never just friends, even when we tried to call it something else. Baby, every road led back to us before we ever knew it ourselves. Yeah. If I could go back, I'd stop printing. I say what my heart already knew, 'cause every memory keeps proving one thing: it was always you. We were never just friends, not for a second, not from the beginning. Oh, every chapter was already writing our future, even while we were busy pretending. We were never just friends, and now I finally understand. The love I spent years searching for is holding my hand. Looking back now, it's obvious. The signs were everywhere we turned. Every smile lasted a little longer. Every goodbye felt a little harder. Every moment carried a question neither one of us would ask. We built something beautiful you slowly, conversation after conversation, memory after memory, heartbeat after heartbeat. Without realizing we were building a love story all along. Some truths take years before they finally make sense. We were never just friends, never from the very beginning. There was always something deeper, living underneath the surface. We were never just friends, every memory proves it's true. Baby, all roads led to you. I remember every late night call, every inside joke we shared, every look nobody else noticed, every feeling we couldn't explain. Yeah. Every moment that seemed ordinary until it became unforgettable. The funny thing about love is that sometimes it arrives quietly, without fireworks, without warnings, without asking permission. Oh, it simply grows until it's impossible to ignore. Some truths take years before they finally make sense. We were never just friends, never from the very beginning. Oh, there was always something deeper, living underneath the surface. We were never just friends, every memory proves it's true. Baby, all roads led to you. Maybe that's why these memories still feel warm after all this time. Because they weren't built on fantasy, they were built on friendship first, built on trust, laughter, honesty, built on something real. And if I could tell our younger selves one thing before it all began, I'd tell them to stop being afraid, to stop pretending not to feel. Because love was already standing there, waiting patiently for a name. Some stories begin with attraction, ours begin with understanding. We were never just friends, and now I finally understand why. The greatest love of my life started with a simple hello. We were never just friends, and every song on this album was leading back to that truth. I almost told you that evening, standing underneath those city lights, the words were sitting on my tongue, waiting for courage to arrive. One more second and I'd have said it. One more breath and you'd know why. You were talking about tomorrow, while my heart was losing control, trying to act like everything was normal, while every feeling overflowed. I was carrying a truth so heavy, it nearly escaped that night. So close to forever, so close to the truth. One sentence away from changing everything. What you mean to me, I almost said it, but the moment slipped away. Now the memory keeps replaying every single day. You smiled and that's what I was thinking. I laughed and changed the subject fast. Meanwhile, my entire world was shaking, trying to keep the secret mask. The biggest truth I'd ever carried stayed trapped behind my smile. I remember walking home that night, replaying every second again, wondering what would have happened if I'd simply let the words begin. Would you have smiled and moved closer, or quietly walked away? So close to forever, ooh, so close to the truth. One sentence away from changing everything. I almost said it, I almost told you everything. I almost opened every locked door and showed you what you mean to me. I almost said it, but the moment slipped away. Now the memory keeps replaying every single day. Maybe timing wasn't ready, maybe we both needed time, maybe love was writing chapters we couldn't fully understand. Maybe the story needed patience before it could become complete. But every now and then I wonder, what if I'd taken that chance? What if I let my heart speak freely? What if I'd asked you to dance? Would our lives look different now? Or were we always meant to arrive here? Some regrets are loud and painful, others whisper through the years. Not because they broke your heart, but because they never got the chance. I almost said it, and part of me still wishes I had, because some feelings stay forever when they never get spoken aloud. I almost said it, and maybe that's why it remains one of the most beautiful memories I've ever known. That rooftop night still visits me. City lights stretching endlessly below, the wind moving gently through your hair, the skyline wrapped in a golden glow. It felt like the whole world disappeared, leaving only me and you. We talked about dreams and futures, the kind of things people rarely share, the things hidden behind confidence, the things hidden behind fear. And every word brought us closer without either one of us noticing. The city kept shining, but you were all I could see. Rooftop confessions underneath the midnight sky, two hearts getting closer while pretending not to try. Rooftop confessions, the city watched it all unfold. That's the night I started falling, even though I didn't know. You looked out across the skyline, then turned and smiled at me. And for a moment everything stopped, like time forgot how to breathe. Some memories stay forever because they change everything. I still remember every detail, the music drifting from somewhere below, the reflection of lights in your eyes, the warmth hidden in your tone. Every little piece of that night still feels impossible to forget. The city kept shining, but you were all I could see. Rooftop confessions underneath the midnight sky, underneath the midnight sky. Two hearts getting closer while pretending not to try. Rooftop confessions, the city watched it all unfold. That's the night I started falling, even though I didn't know. Maybe destiny likes rooftops, maybe that's where stories begin. Maybe some moments are chosen long before we step into them. All I know is something changed and never changed back. Whenever I see city lights now, oh, part of me goes back there, back to that rooftop, back to that smile, back to the night everything shifted without making a sound. Some nights become memories the moment they happen. Rooftop confessions still echo through my soul, because that night above the city you became impossible to let go. Funny how everybody saw it coming long before we ever understood. They smile every time we walked in together, like they already knew something good. Meanwhile we kept calling it friendship, while love quietly stood in the room. Your friends would ask about me constantly, mine couldn't stop mentioning your name. Every conversation somehow found you, every story led back the same way. The signs were scattered all around us, we just weren't ready to read them yet. Looking back now, the truth was Everybody saw it. Everybody knew. Every look, every smile was leading me to you. Everybody saw it long, long before we could. Baby, everybody knew what we tried to call friendship. I remember parties where we'd separate, then somehow end up side by side again. No matter how crowded the room became, we always found each other in the end. Like some invisible thread existed, pulling us closer every time. You save me a seat without asking, I bring your favorite drink without thinking. The little things became habits, the habits became feelings, and before we even noticed, we were building something real. Looking back now, the truth was impossible to hide. We were the last two people to realize what was inside. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. Every look, every smile was leading me to you. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Long before we could. Oh, baby, everybody knew what we tried to call friendship. Maybe that's why these memories still feel so alive today, because they weren't ordinary moments. They were love finding its way, one glance at a time, one heartbeat at a time. Now when I think about those days, I can't help but laugh a little. We spent so much time pretending when everybody knew the truth. Even the stars probably knew it before we finally did. Love was standing beside us, patiently waiting for a name. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody knew. The story was already written before we had a clue. Oh, everybody saw it, and now I finally do too. Baby, everybody knew. Baby. I found our old messages tonight, buried beneath years of new things. And somehow every conversation still carried invisible strings. Every joke meant a little more than neither one of us admitted. You always found a reason to text me, even when there was nothing to say. A random photo, a random question, just another excuse to stay. Looking back now, it's so obvious we were finding ways to each other. Every word had a meaning hidden beneath the surface. Reading between the texts, I finally see it now. Every little message was your heart speaking out. you care. The good morning messages felt different, but late night ones felt different too. The way you'd always answer quickly, the way I'd always answer you. Neither one wanted distance, neither one wanted goodbye. The conversation never really ended, it just paused until one of us returned. Every message carried a feeling, neither one wanted to confirm, but every memory keeps proving what our hearts already learned. Every word had a meaning hidden beneath the surface. I finally see it now. Every little message was your heart speaking out loud. Reading between the text, the truth was always there. Love was hiding in plain sight, waiting for us to Now those words feel like photographs, capturing moments we couldn't see. Pieces of a love story unfolded, one message at a time between us. 1,000 tiny clues leading exactly where they should. And if I could read them all again, I'd smile at every single line, because the answer was always there between your words and mine. We just needed time to understand what we were writing. Some stories are written in letters, ours was written in late night messages. Reading between the texts, the truth becomes so clear. We were never just friends, baby. Love was already here. I remember every detail of that evening, the way the sunset disappeared behind the city, the way my hands couldn't stay still, the way my heart kept skipping ahead. I had carried those feelings for so long, the silence finally became impossible. You were laughing about something simple, completely unaware of the storm inside me. I tried to focus on the conversation, but every word kept leading back to you. Because after all those years of hiding, my heart was finally ready to speak. Some truths get heavier the longer you hold them inside. The night I finally told you, everything changed for me. The night I finally told you, I became who I was meant to be. No more hiding behind friendship, no more pretending not to see. remember taking a deep breath, like I was standing at the edge of something. One sentence away from forever, one sentence away from goodbye. Knowing everything could change the moment those words left my lips. Oh, the world felt strangely quiet, like even time wanted to listen. Every fear I'd ever carried lined up inside my chest, but somehow courage arrived at exactly the right moment. Some truths get heavier the longer you hold them inside. The night I finally told you, everything changed for me. The night I finally told you, I became who I was meant to be. No more hiding behind friendship, oh, no more pretending not to see. The night I finally told you, I set my heart free. Maybe the answer wasn't guaranteed, maybe the future was uncertain, but some feelings deserve honesty, no matter what happens next, because love was never meant to spend its whole life hiding. And even now when I remember it, what stays with me most isn't fear, isn't doubt, it's relief, the relief of finally letting truth step into the light. Some moments change your future before you even know they have. The night I finally told you will always live inside my soul, because that was the night my heart stopped running from itself. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Funny how the whole room saw it coming before either one of us could see. Every glance lasted a little longer, every joke carried hidden electricity. Everybody knew there was a story waiting underneath our chemistry. Yeah. Ooh. Your friends would smile when you mentioned me, mine would ask why I couldn't stop talking. Every little sign was standing right there, while we kept pretending we weren't falling. Looking back, the truth feels obvious. We were already walking where love was calling. Every little moment left another clue. Baby, looking back, everybody knew. Everybody knew the way you looked at me. Everybody knew before we could believe. Two hearts trying to hide what was written in plain The music wasn't even that special, but somehow the world disappeared. One hand resting against your waist, one heartbeat suddenly crystal clear. The room kept moving around us, but all I could feel was you near. You smiled and looked away slowly, like you felt the same thing too. Something changed inside that moment, something neither of us could undo. That dance lasted 4 minutes maybe, but somehow it lasted forever too. One song, one touch, one memory too much. That first dance changed everything, turned friendship into possibility, turned ordinary into unforgettable, turned chemistry into destiny. That first dance changed everything, and neither of us could pretend again. The music stopped, but my heart never did. I still remember the way you move, like the melody belonged to your soul, like every note knew your secret, like every rhythm already knew its role. The closer we drifted together, the less control I could control. People probably don't remember it, but I remember every second still. The warmth of your hand, the look in your eyes, the way the room stood still, the way one simple dance changed the direction of my will. One song, one touch, one memory too much. That first dance changed everything, turned friendship into possibility, turned ordinary into unforgettable, turned chemistry into destiny. That first dance changed everything, and neither of us could pretend again. The music stopped, but my heart never did. Some moments don't ask permission, they simply rewrite your life. And that night beneath those lights, you became my favorite song. Changed everything. The way I love, the way I dream, and every time I hear that melody, you're still right here with me. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, Don't tell me I imagine everything. The way your eyes will find mine in a crowded room. The way you smile right before your words did. The way the whole world seemed to disappear every time we ended up alone together. Something always felt different with you. I notice how you move a little closer whenever we talked about something real. I notice how your voice got softer whenever it was just the two of us. I noticed things nobody else would have seen, because my heart was already paying attention. Some things don't need explaining, some truths don't need proof. Every memory keeps whispering, you felt it too. I felt it too. Every spark in every glance, I felt it too. I felt it too. Every heartbeat in that dance. Don't tell me I was dreaming, don't tell me it wasn't true. Baby, I felt it. Hey, I felt it. And I know you felt it too, yeah. I remember the way you look at me when you thought I wasn't paying attention. That little smile that stayed a second longer, like you were hiding something beautiful. Like your heart was trying to tell me what your lips refused to say. Everybody around us saw the signs long before we ever did. They tease us when we walk together, they'd laugh when we sat too close. Meanwhile we kept calling it friendship, even while love stood in the room. Some things don't need explaining, some truths don't need proof. Every memory keeps whispering, you felt it too. I felt it too. Every spark in every glance, I felt it too. I felt it too. Every heartbeat in that dance. Don't tell me I was dreaming, don't tell me it wasn't true. Baby, I felt it. Baby, I felt it. And I know you felt it too, yeah. Maybe we were scared of changing things. Maybe we liked the safety of pretending. Maybe we thought we'd have forever to figure out what we were becoming. But some feelings grow too strong to stay hidden forever. And even now when I look back at all the moments we shared, the answer feels so obvious, written inside every memory. We were standing at the edge of love without knowing how close we were. If I could ask one question and hear one honest reply, I'd simply ask if your heart ever raced the same as mine. I felt it too. I felt it too. Every spark and every glance, I felt it too. I felt it too. Every heartbeat in that dance, and every memory still tells me, don't tell me it wasn't true. Baby, I felt it. Baby, I felt it. And I know you felt it too. I've heard a million names before, but None of them sounded quite like yours. Something happened every time I said it. Something happened every time I heard it. Like it carried its own melody, like it belonged inside my soul. You had a nickname just for me. Nobody else could use it right. And every time you'd say it softly, my whole world felt lighter somehow. Funny how one simple word could completely change a day. Some voices fade away, yours never really did. That name sounds different every time it leaves my lips. That name sounds different, like a memory I can't resist. Some names are ordinary, some names become a song. Baby, yours is lived inside me for far too long. I remember hearing you call me across a crowded room one night. Somehow I knew it was you instantly. Before I even turned around, your voice always found me, no matter where I was. Maybe love lives in little things, the details nobody else can see. The way one person says your name, like it means something different, like it carries history, like it carries home. Some voices fade away, yours never really did. That name sounds different every time it leaves my lips. That name sounds different, like a memory I can't resist. Some names are ordinary, some names become a song. Baby, yours is lived inside me for far too long. Even now, after all this time, your name still stops me briefly. Not because I'm stuck in yesterday, because some people leave a mark that never completely fades. No matter how life changes, and every beautiful memory still answers when I hear it. Like your name carries a key to a room inside my heart, where all our best moments remain. Some names are forgotten, yours became part of me. That name sounds different, hey, and maybe it always will, because some people become memories and some become forever. talking to people, smiling softly. The room was full of noise and movement, but somehow everything faded away. Because whenever you were near me, the rest of the world lost focus. I've seen beautiful faces before, I've met wonderful people too, but nobody ever carried light quite the way you always did. Nobody ever changed the room simply by walking into it. And every time my eyes met, the world felt smaller somehow. Across the room, you still found me. Across the room, like you always did. No matter where life placed us, no matter who stood in between. Across the room, you always felt close to me. I remember catching you smiling before quickly looking away, like we'd both been caught thinking the same thing, like we'd both been carrying the same secret all along. People kept talking around us, but I barely heard a word, because every part of my attention kept drifting back toward you. Some connections are magnetic, no matter how hard you resist. And every time our eyes met, the world felt smaller somehow. Across the room, you still found me. Across the room, like you always did. No matter where life placed us, no matter who stood in between. Across the room, you always felt close to me. Maybe that's what love looks like before it learns its own name. 1,000 little moments pulling two people together until neither one can deny what's already happening. And every memory of you still carries that feeling, the feeling that somehow out of everyone there, we always found each other. Some people catch your attention, you captured my entire heart. Across the room, you still find me, even now inside my Every night we say goodbye around midnight, then somehow keep talking until 3. The moon kept changing outside my window, but I never wanted you to leave me. One conversation became another, and another became my favorite memory. You tell me things nobody else knew, secrets hidden beneath your smile, dreams you carried through lonely seasons, fears you buried for quite a while. And every time you trusted me with them, I felt closer than friends should feel. Somewhere in those midnight hours, something started growing strong. Either one of us wouldn't name it, but it had been there all along. Stay a little longer, that's what my heart was trying to say. Stay a little longer, don't let this feeling fade away. Every minute beside you felt exactly where I belong. I remember hearing your sleepy voice, still refusing to hang up the line. Both of us searching for new excuses to steal a little more time. Neither one wanted tomorrow to interrupt what felt so right. The stars became witnesses to us, listening to every late night call, watching two hearts slowly discover they were never just friends at all. Every laugh carried hidden meaning, every silence spoke even more. Somewhere in those midnight hours, something started growing strong. Neither one of us would name it, but it had been there all along. Stay a little longer, yeah, that's what my heart was trying to say. Stay a little longer, don't let this feeling fade away. Every minute beside you felt exactly where I belong. Now I replay those conversations like old records inside my mind. Every word still sounds familiar, every feeling survives the time. The distance may have changed the story, but those moments remain alive. If I could relive one chapter, I'd choose those midnight talks again, when the world disappeared around us and love was hiding behind friendship. Back before we knew the ending, back when everything felt possible. Maybe we were building forever without realizing what we had. Maybe love was sitting beside us while we called it something else instead. Stay a little longer, even if it's only in my dreams. Stay a little longer, oh, exactly where you've always been. Every memory still whispers you were more than you'll ever know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It wasn't planned or dramatic, just a moment passing by. A crowded street, a busy evening, 1,000 people walking by. Then your fingers brushed against mine, and something changed inside. It lasted maybe half a second, but somehow felt like forever. Like my heart suddenly discovered a feeling it couldn't measure. One simple touch rewrote the evening. One simple touch rewrote me. Some moments arrive quietly, then stay for the rest of your life. The first time you touched my hand, everything felt different. The first time you touched my hand, nothing stayed the same. One small moment, one simple gesture, one memory that still remains. Oh, I remember looking at you, oh, wondering if you felt it too. Oh, wondering if your heartbeat changed the same way mine suddenly did. Wondering if the world slowed down for you the way it did for me. Ooh, maybe that's how love begins, not with fireworks in the sky, but tiny moments nobody notices, except the two people inside them. Little sparks becoming something bigger before either heart understands. Some moments arrive quietly, then stay for the rest of your life. First time you touched my hand, oh, everything felt different. The first time you touched my hand, oh, nothing stayed the same. One small moment, one simple gesture, one memory that still remains. Oh, years later I still remember it, not because it was dramatic, because it was real, because it was honest, because my heart recognized something before my mind could explain it. And maybe that's why it survives while so many other moments fade, because some memories become permanent the second they happen, and this one certainly did. One touch, one second, one lifetime of remembrance. The first time you touched my hand, oh, my heart started writing a story. It never completely crossing that line. We both kept pretending wasn't there, while every moment got a little harder to explain away as friendship. Years of sitting side by side, wondering if you felt the same. Years of watching your smile arrive and feeling my heartbeat change. Years of carrying the answer without asking the question. Some stories move slowly before they become real. Years of almost, years of maybe, years of wondering if you felt what I felt. Years of almost, but every memory keeps proving we were closer than we knew. Timing never seemed perfect. Life always found a reason to interfere, but somehow we kept returning to the same place every time, like gravity pulling us together, even when we try to stay apart. Looking back now, it seems funny how obvious it all became. Too hard, circling each other, too cautious to say the truth, too connected to walk away, too close to stay unchanged. Some stories move slowly before they become real. Years of almost, ooh yeah, years of maybe, oh, years of wondering if you felt what I felt. Years of almost, but every memory keeps proving we were closer than we knew. Maybe that's why these memories still carry so much weight today, because they weren't built overnight. They were built slowly, one conversation at a time, one feeling at a time. And maybe that's what made it beautiful. The patience, the uncertainty, the hope.